extract information from one person or one job. So I'm gonna start, so the rest they will just join, so just watch the video. But Mukhadi, I hope she's here. Where's Mukhadi? Mukhadi, are you part of us?
I'm here today.
Yes.
I'm here.
Yes, please do make that list of those who didn't attend when the session ends, please. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, so I'm just gonna we're not gonna stay long. What I want to do is just to demonstrate when we click on this job, it must take us to the next page. Click, something like that. So we won't be long, we're just gonna be maybe short. So it's just the continuation of that video that I shared. So let's start and see. We go to our app, and then what we need is this. We're gonna do details, and then home. Let's do a click event on home. So I'm gonna do it inside here, the card. So I want us, when we click, it must take us to the next page. This router, then it must take us to details, and then we pass the ID, which is item.id. so the ID is the one that they provided here. The ID is the one that they've provided there for us, because every job post it's a unique ID. So I'm just gonna write it as item.id. So let me do let me log this, but it's already logged here. It's console.log. So this is the array. So you can see every job post as an ID. So this is the ID that we're going to use to target a specific job that we want to view more information, because now we only displayed the image, which is logo, the company name, and the title of the job. So now we want to, when we click here, we want it to take us to the next page where we can be able to click on company. We can get the company URL, create a date, description, how to apply, and then location, and then type, and then we can all get this information there. So we're gonna go home. We already created this. I just added this now, so it's fine. So we can save, and then let's see what's gonna happen now. So now we are back. Let's click here and see. You see it take us to the next page, and if we can check on the header, it says details, then the ID has been passed of that job. So we go back, we want to click another one, click, then it's a new ID there. So now we are able to access every job by ID. So we can go and close these. We no longer need these, we close. Now we are working inside the details page. So inside our details page, I'm gonna cancel this void so that our function returns something. So I'm gonna call out our service, which is info. If I remember, I think is it jobs? Yes, job service. I'm gonna call out this one, and I'm gonna create a new variable. I'm gonna call it data. So now we have our job, it's been imported there. So now I'm gonna create a variable to get the reference. So everyone knows this one, declaration of variables. So we're gonna call it ref, so everyone knows this. It's gonna type any, and I'm gonna create another variable. I'm gonna call it details, and then which is gonna contain the it's gonna contain the returned result from the selected user. So from here now we need to create a function inside our service to get a single user, a single job details. So function to get single job details. So you can say get job details, then it must receive an argument, must receive something, which we can call it ref. You can call it whatever that you want, but I'm call it a ref since it's a reference. So it's gonna return, we're gonna return http with this .http and then .get. So inside our get, we know we're gonna post this URL. We're gonna post this URL, copy, post. So this URL is we're gonna say, okay, now we want only a certain job by ID. So it's gonna be positions and then plus ref plus then .json. So we are putting the ID here. So I can do an example. I can go here and say I put this here, and then I go and copy this job ID, copy. Then we can go here, cancel this, forward, copy, paste, then .json. So you will see it will return only that job that we need. You see it returned only that job that we need. So this is how we do it. Okay, I'm just checking if I'm still part of the meeting. Yes. So now we managed to pass that ID there, and we're gonna get only, it's gonna return a specific job by ID. So we can go here and use that function, and we can go and say data dot, we want to get job, we are calling the job get job details function. So our function is receiving an argument. So someone was had this same challenge where it was telling you that your function requires an argument, but you were like refusing. You didn't want to give it an argument that it was requested. So this, when you get that error, it means like you have a function that requires an argument, and on you are calling it, but you're not inserting any argument. So it's gonna return an error that there's no argument was provided on the function that you're calling. So this is how you do it. You say get whatever function that you have, then it must receive an argument there, and then you will avoid such errors. Then we're going to subscribe to our function, and we're going to create a variable to contain the returned result. So then we can say details equals to E. So now we are done. We can save. Can go here, can save, and then I can even go here and do console.log. Then I pass that details. I pass this dot details, dot yes, blah blah position can get undefined. Okay, it's because I was saving this, so now it's fine. We must get something. Blah blah get positions undefined, but we passed. Okay, this error is because we didn't grab this ID here. We must grab it, before we can use it. We must, like, this ref, it's currently it's not defined, that's but we used it anyway, so we must go and create a variable here, variable root, then activated root, and then now we can go and import activated root from, then let's check where is it from. We need the router, from Angular router. So now we have it there. Now we can go and grab our reference, then we can say ref equals to root dot snapshot dot paramap dot get. So now we can get that ref. Then let's refresh and see what happens if we manage to solve the error. Now we managed to solve the error. It returned that job that we want, only a specific job. So now we can go and display it here. We can go and do some bit of styling there and there. So I'm just gonna go here and I'm gonna copy the style from here. I'm gonna copy the header. I want the header, copy the header, copy the entire thing, this one, and then paste it here. Go back and take the header, copy, and then we don't need this. We can go details HTML, we paste. Now we can go and do our content here, then div ng if then ng if. So inside here ng if, I'm gonna write details. Details is that parameter that we created that contains the returned results. So we're gonna have details here, and then we can go here and maybe get raw data. Get raw data, just details, and then JSON. So now you see we managed to get the raw data here. So we are good to go and use it and create anything we need. We will do the style sheet of it. The style sheet. So let me save this so that our header can display. So now let me take some style sheet from here again. I'm gonna take this content and then I'm gonna go and paste it here. Paste. Let me check something. I want it to be stuck. I don't want it to top blah blah, but it's there. What's wrong with it? Okay, anyway, now I'll just fix it. It's a header. Then let's use a different device. Yeah, let's use this one. It's fine, let's use it, but it shows our things that are very small. You don't want to see small things. Okay, let me just close this and say do something like this. Okay, it's fine. Let me add some margin. And margin is not working, so I'm just gonna let this header float. Anyway, then let's style our page now. Let's create something good here, something nice. We will create something to contain the logo. Logo Steve Plus. Okay. What I needed, we are done actually. I'm just doing some style sheet, so I'm just gonna copy this because I feel lazy to go and code some more style sheet again. Just gonna copy this and paste it here, and then remove this. We don't need any root. And then what else? This is details. This is details. This is details. And this is details. Details. And I'm gonna copy the style sheet. The cut. Copy. Paste. Save all. Yeah, so this is it. We have it. Let me remove this raw data. We don't need this raw data anymore. So what we can do now, we can maybe display this job description, and then you can see I want to check the variables. So now we displayed that there is there, and then let me remove this and see, because the AFP tag here and the AFP tags there. So let me remove these things here, and then I'm gonna go and check. It's not helping, so I'm gonna go and check. So meaning this one I can manually remove them, like on the CSS part. Oh, there it is. So we have the job, blah blah, Then now we can go and take maybe created when. We can see when it's created. So I'm just gonna copy this, copy. So I'm gonna have created, and then created it, and then you can have how to apply. Maybe we can edit later. Then you can add type, then we can have type, ID, created ad, we can even add company URL. So if you don't want to edit, you can maybe create a link where they click, it takes them to that company URL, which you can say visit us. So you can add a link here. When we click, it takes us to the company website. And then lastly, we can add how to apply. How to apply. You can add that there, and we can wait for it to do. Then why is the error? Unexpected closing tag. Let's check. Line number, closing tag, Pete, maybe open the tag. Yes. Okay, yes. Is this here? Then let's see when it updates. Yeah, there, now we have it. We have our the job type and everything. Okay, and then there's a URL here, how to apply using the link below. So it's there, then we can click on that link. But if you want, like, if that link didn't have like something like apply using the link below, maybe we can utilize only this link, then not have this thing interfering, like overlapping, something like that. But you can use maybe CSS to cut it, or you can use JavaScript to cut this and target only the link that you need. So I'm just going to highlight this out since it makes our things look ugly. So but if you need it, or you can just do it anyhow you want, but this is how you get your things done. So you can see I'm trying to get this thing to, okay, it says 100%. Okay, now is this looking good? Yeah, this is the logo, this is the company name. The company name, maybe you can increase it to H3 so that it can be bigger and bold. Now we have it there. You can see now it's more bigger. Then you can write job details, your header, job details. So yeah, this is your program, and now it's working. You can go maybe add some things that you want, like you can add navigations, go back, or maybe you can add navigation on the bottom, or you can add a button here, click here to apply. Then it can take the user to the job this application form, something like that. So you can go back and then can click on any job, then it will display that job, sensors, blah blah, and everything. So this is how we do it. Any questions?
No questions, sir.
Okay, girls, any question?
No questions, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to share this last video, and then I'm going to because I will see each other on Monday next week. Friday no class, so meaning that you have a long weekend to rest. Maybe on Friday, maybe I might send you something to do regarding the API just to test your knowledge, and then you can do it on your own. There's a lot of APIs that I have that are free to use. Then you can do it on your own. Then you can click there and click there, and then just consume it. Then from there, we can go and introduce database, Firebase, and then we are moving on very quickly. So I did receive your project, so I'm going through one by one. I did check some, they're good. So I just want, like, the most important part that I'm checking is the functionality on your project. How good are you? How you coping with the coding, not necessarily your style sheet or something like that, because that one we already did. So I know that you are good, and I know you're going to improve as we continue. So my focus is for you to understand everything that I showed you, the forms, how to do the forms, the posting and the deleting, the passing the ID, and then now is it's API integration of the third-party library in your application, because this is the things that, like, most companies they require you to have, like, if you know how to consume API, so you are good to go. So, like, you might find out the company requires you to have the COVID-19 statistics on their website, so they might request you to do that. So you must go and grab the API from a third-party institution so that they can display that information on their website. Anyone who visit, they can see, okay, this website is informative. They have the COVID-19 statistics, province or by country or by municipalities, something like that. So it will help you to grow from there. Or you can even go and create your own application where you consume what you call the weather forecast, something like that. You can check the weather, because if you can see, like, now these small applications online on Google Play, App Store, like how to check weather, the camera app, you will see, like, they have a lot of ads inside. So to avoid having those ads, you just create your own thing. Like, this is my app, I don't want any ads. So you can check weather without any interruption by someone's ads or Google ads. So go and create your thing, and then I will share the APIs with you, and then you will practice. I'll give you a task to do, and then you will submit it when you are done, so I can see how good you are. And if you have any challenge, talk to me on WhatsApp. But I'm gonna have a cut-off time now, because I no longer have my private time, like 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock. People are sending me problems, so I must fix. Some it's one, so which I understand. You might be coding and you're frustrated, you need to solve that problem, and it's 1 a.m. I'm sleeping, and or maybe it's 10 a.m. I'm sleeping because I was tired or something like that. So I'm gonna have a cut-off time maybe next week. But if you have a challenge, just contact me, then I'll solve it with you. I'll do my best to solve it. There's too many challenges that I'm facing with you guys. Like, you're giving me complex challenges, but I'm always managing to solve. So, and again, please, let's read our errors. Some errors, they are obvious. Like, you can see the error is telling you there's a line there where say you must remove that comma, or you must insert something. Or even someone yesterday, like, she sent some, I think it's a she or he sent something there, said, I have an error, I don't know how to solve this thing. When I checked it, I didn't even respond, it was in the group. Then I checked that error, then I saw, okay, the problem here, let me read it for you guys. I just want you to check this. Yeah, it's the last message in our group. I don't know who did who did send it to us, but it said Sally here. So when I check here, it said it's failed to compile, and the error, it underlined that error for her. So it's on landing component.html. So the error, it says ng if grade.grade it's greater than 100 and student name is equals to grade dot student. Because I'm trying to understand this. Where did you get this variable student? Where did you get it? Because when we check here, we don't have any variable called student, but it's there. So those are the things that you need to check on your own and solve them, because we can't be solving every error. That some that are simple, they need to challenge you, because you're having simple error, you run to us, guys, there's an error and can't solve it. Try to challenge it on your own. There's a Stack Overflow. Go to Stack Overflow. They will help you. Post something that I have a challenge, or maybe there's someone was facing the similar issue. So I can't be like facing something like this where I need to tell you that function requires a reference. It's been underlined. We require a reference to work, but you are refusing to input the reference. So let's please read the error first and understand it. And if you are trying to solve it, you're still getting problem. I understand it's frustrating. Then that's where you can come to us. Then we can see as a team, okay, this error, there's a problem there, we can solve it. Then we can show you. Might find out maybe there's something that you are missing, but we can do it together. We can help you. So let's read the error, please. That's what I'm asking from you. Understand the error, because at work environment, you'll be alone. We won't be there. It will be you and the internet. So the internet is Stack Overflow. And then you just go there, you solve the error, or maybe go to YouTube, you solve the error. We won't be there. But know how to read the error and understand it, and then you will solve it. Errors that are easy to solve. You can see me the way I'm coding. I have errors. It was showing there's a P, what. So I just said, oh, there's a P. Then I check my code. Oh, I have an extra closing tag of paragraph. I must remove it. Then it compiled successfully. So please, let's read the error. So I think I'm done talking, and then we are done for today. So I'm just gonna share this video with you. You can go and continue from like the previous one, and then now it's compiled with this one. So we just added the click event, take you to the next page, and access only a single job details from there. So I'm going to share a task with you on Friday, and then you will do it on your own, consume API, and then I'll try to get those API where they require you to post data and delete data, something like that. I'll check it for you, and then maybe I can create a video for you if I can manage to get that API where it allows us to post and delete. So yeah, I think I'm done for the day, and then if there's any questions, you can ask now. All right, I'll assume there's no questions. So yeah, Gudani, where's Gudani?
Hello.
Are we fine?
No, I'm not fine.
But I'm asking, that's why I need to know. What's the problem?
I'm still having challenges.